Hello and welcome back to Coin Matters channel. Let's talk about what everyone's talking about right now, the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple Labs. The industry is on edge because of this case's significance. Awaiting the result with bated breath, attorney Fred Rispoli has begun forecasting a possible verdict date based on statistical analysis of past rulings. The presiding judge in this case, Analyst, has made an intriguing observation. Her average ruling takes 249 days, with 60% of them taking between 146 and 330 days. From the day the initial motion for summary judgment was filed on September 17, 2022, a decision was due on May 21, 2022. But now that May is behind and there has been no court-related news, Rispoli is considering a new option. What if the 330-day ruling timeline applies to this case? If so, put August 10th on your calendars. Depending on the verdict, this might be the best or worst birthday present ever, as one person put it recently. However, let us not forget that they are only forecasts. Based on a different set of statistics, even John Deaton, another Ripple-friendly lawyer and the founder of crypto law, speculated that the verdict might not be announced until September 6th. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple Labs, has claimed that the legal saga is coming to an end, with the possibility that a verdict might be issued within weeks. However, it appears that the case is still being considered. The SEC's case against Ripple attorney Deaton raises important issues, and we need to know the answers. When it comes to crypto regulation and the current legal struggle between the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple's issuer, Ripple, the founder of crypto law, John Deaton, remains active and vociferous. In response to Brian Costello's recent interview, former SEC Chairman Jay Clayton tweeted his thoughts on the XRP community. Deaton doubts that the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple Labs is motivated by justice. The lawyer said that the public has a right to know what Clayton and outgoing SEC Chairman Gary Gensler discussed on Clayton's last day in office, December 21, 2020. Clayton's public calendar shows he formally met with Gensler twice in the month he quit the office, and Dayon questions the relationship between those conversations and the continuing Ripple against SEC litigation. The previous SEC chairman met with Gensler twice in 2020. The first time was on December 14th and the second time was on December 21st. The SEC filed charges against Ripple Labs and two of its executives, Brad Garlinghouse and Christian Larson, the day after their last meeting. Deaton claims that on December 22, 2020, the SEC Enforcement Division will file the lawsuit Clayton ordered against Ripple. It was his last day of work. The famous XRP advocate Deaton termed the Ripple/SEC lawsuit as the most significant non-fraud enforcement action since 1946. Deaton thinks it's exceedingly unusual for the SEC to file a case of that size on the day the chairman Clayton left office. Important SEC directors such as those of enforcement, trading and markets, and corporation finance all left the agency around the same time. Professor Joe Greenfest, according to Deaton, called it a mass exodus and said it made him wonder about the commission's exercise of discretion. According to Deaton, the professor's comment is just another method of getting to the underlying reason for initiating the case. What does it imply that XRP has entered a falling wedge? As things now stand, the descending wedge on the XRP chart is a noteworthy technical pattern. After a drop of 0.7%, the pattern's ramifications are interesting to consider. In downtrends, a descending wedge can signal a positive reversal. The price range for this pattern narrows over time, with lower lows and lower highs. As a result of the concentration and the declining trend line, a multi-billion-dollar industry titan has filed for an XRP-based hedge fund with the hope that the price will soon rise. In a surprise turn of events amid the current Ripple lawsuit, Arrington Capital has filed with the SEC to form a hedge fund based on XRP. Regardless of XRP's legal gray area, the action by Arrington Capital has given the XRP community reason to be optimistic. A digital asset management firm, Arrington Capital, has offered a bold strategy amid the current legal battle between Ripple and the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). A proposal to form a hedge fund using XRP has been submitted to the SEC by the company. Patrick L. Riley, CEO of Reaper Financial, claims that an XRP-based hedge fund made a surprising decision. Riley made the announcement on Twitter, linking to a photo of Arrington, Capital founder Michael Arrington, and Ripple CEO Brad Garland at a residence. While additional information regarding the filing was not made public. According to Riley, the initiative has high hopes. Arrington Capital's timing is interesting in this regard. Given that the SEC is considering filing a case against Ripple, claims that Ripple and its officials broke the law by selling XRP as an unregistered security are at the heart of the lawsuit. The idea to start a hedge fund based on XRP has nonetheless sparked a flurry of discussion among XRP enthusiasts despite the current climate of skepticism. On Twitter, some speculate that Arrington Capital may know something about the result of the case that the public does not. According to its website, Arrington Capital was founded in 2017 as a thesis-driven firm with a particular interest in digital assets and Web3. The company's forte is in working with startups in their early stages, as well as the public markets, hedge funds, and other investment entities that pool money from multiple sources and use different tactics to generate high returns. Wealthy individuals, private investors, and pension funds are typical participants in such funds. Arrington Capital may have more freedom to operate because of the SEC's position that hedge funds are not required to follow some restrictions aimed at protecting investors. For instance, depending on the size of the fund's assets, a hedge fund manager may or may not need to register with the SEC and file public reports. Despite the current legal complications, the continued interest and investment potential inside the blockchain-based capital market is demonstrated by Arrington Capital's bold proposal for an XRP-based hedge fund. If the plan comes to fruition, XRP may become more well-known to institutional investors, expanding its influence in the digital asset market. Over the past week, XRP has experienced a retracement as selling pressure has dominated the market. However, despite this shift in investor sentiment, the price of XRP appears to have remained stable. However, there is a chance that the XRP price would drop after the latest monthly escrow is disclosed by Ripple. Earlier on in 2018, the XRP easy rise got going in March, but it ran into some resistance in July as investors moved their attention to Bitcoin. Will the release of funds from escrow cause XRP prices to drop? The price of XRP has fallen by over 8% in the past 30 days, while the price of BTC has risen by a massive 13%. This ends a search streak for the XRP price that has been going on for a few weeks. The video is over. Please hit the like button and sign up for my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.